Hey guys, welcome back. Yep, last time I showed you guys that I got the game Project X Zone, and I've actually had quite a bit of time with it, so I'm going to do a video review of it. And also good news is that it was actually announced that the game will be localized for the US and the Europe market, the 3DS, for this year, 2013. So I think it's quite a good chance for everybody to see what the game is about. So let's get on with the game review. First things first, I'm going to let you guys watch the intro of it. Right, the animation kind of suck, but and actually the song sucks a lot. But I'll go through the game with you. A bit of a little update is that I've actually played the game for around 8 hours, and so far I'm actually really liking it. Alright, so let's go to load game. And I'm on chapter 13. My playtime is 8 hours and 3 minutes. In the game flows. I'll just turn down the music a bit. The game flows, there are two sections of the game. One section is the mission, and the other one is actually the menu screen. So there are no overworld maps for you to travel around. It's pretty much just battle, setting, battle, setting, battle, setting, and that's it. So if you're after, and the story is actually really, to be honest, it's not as deep as like Fire Emblem or Shining Force or like Phantasy Star or Final Fantasy and all that. It's just a really light-hearted, sort of like a cameo kind of RPG story. They make fun of all the, not make fun, but they talk about like, oh, what world they come from and all that. So that is actually quite interesting. It's actually really good just to see all the characters placed together. Alright, so enough of me talking about that. So here you go. This is the menu, and of course we can have a look at all the characters that we have at the moment. 3 characters make up one whole unit, actually 2 makes up one whole unit. It's called a pair. So here we have Morrigan and Chun-Li, and those 2 cannot be changed. Like, for example, you cannot have Layla and Morrigan together. She is actually combined with Chun-Li. But the third character, the support character, is actually all free for you to choose. Alright? So you can decide on what you sorry, not the support character, the solo character. Next, you have the unit selection. Each character can only equip 2 items. One is the normal item and one is accessory. So you have item and accessory, and that's it. So to keep things simple, that's what happens. Next is the status, where you can have a look at like what the cost and all that, what their special abilities are, what their skill is and all that, and that's pretty much it. Last one is save data save, and each block will take 15 memory, I think. Alright, and after that you just press B to go on to the next story. Alright, so for this story, it's a pity I can't show you all the characters, because some characters, because of the story, they were separated, so sorry about that. But I'll see what I can do. So for Sega fans, you will know that this is Valkyria Chronicle setting with the Rockman enemies. So this is the main storyline. The important parts, you have 4 voice acting, which is pretty cool. So it's like these kind of stupid middle conversations. Alright, to prevent because we're already at the 6-minute mark, so I'm just gonna skip the story, okay? There is no skip button, we just keep pressing it. So it's Develop and Flame. Develops from Capcom and Flames from Bandai Namco Tales series. So now I assume the 2 new characters will be my new solo units, and they should join me. From Ghost and Ghoul. Alright, let me just explain. The top screen is your character screen, the map screen, so you can move by pressing the analog or press up and down on the D-pad to zoom in and zoom out. Alright, so that's zoom in. The bottom screen actually tells you which character will go next. So the blue part, the blue square, is actually all the distance that can move, and the yellow part is the attack range. So let's say I cannot reach that little helmet dude, but I can break all these parts by pressing Y, which is actually kind of stupid because it doesn't really help. So it doesn't actually affect the game because it actually doesn't decrease your movement and all that, and it doesn't decrease any attacks or HP. And on the bottom left, you can see that I have an XP of 550. In this game, XP and EXP is different. XP is sort of like a little power energy bar that you use to do special attacks or skills. You can open the menu by pressing the Y button, and you can see the skill, item, status, and save. So like for example, if we go to a skill, you can see that 15 point of XP, you can go into Zoc. That pretty much you can just go past enemies and all that. You can push enemies away, etc, etc. So skill, all the bar, there's only one XP bar, and is used by everybody. Okay, so let's go into a little battle. So for example, okay, you can see that since the enemy is inside my attack range, and one of my support character is inside my attack range as well, he gets a little support icon on the top right, as you can see there. So if I press A, it will go into attack mode. On the top screen is the on the top you can see, okay, there's no time limit, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just going to do a bit of explanation. On the top left you have your solo character, which is Fran. As you can see that I actually already paired him up with my character. And on the right, top right, you can see the support, which is the other character. I forgot what game they're from, but doesn't matter. So on the bottom left you can see that you can it's the enemy HP, so it's got 5,508, and you can see a little block bar on the bottom, so that is how much damage I have to deal before I can actually inflict damage on his actual health. On the bottom here you can see that I've got my XP is 50, and on the bottom left, bottom right you can see the attack, which is 4 bar, so that means I can perform 4 attacks. To perform attacks, all I need to do is just press A, but if I hold left and A, so you can see the cursor move, right and A, and down and A, and that will do different attacks. So you can see here, and it's like yeah, all right. So the thing is that every time you deal attack and you receive damage, it will actually build on your energy bar. So let's say that I do 4 attacks. Oh, also one thing I have to. Okay, what I'll do is I'll do an attack first. That is pretty impressive, isn't it? The cool part about this game is that it's just really chaotic. It's really awesome, I have to say. You can see that you can just throw all the characters in, and you can one-shot characters. So see, I got no support here because the superior character can have no range. The reason why I do overkill is that because the damage that I deal will actually go over, and will actually still add on to my XP. The total amount, the max amount of HP that you get is 150, and all special attack is it costs 100 to use. And remember how I mentioned that you get a total of 4 attacks only. If you look later when I'm attacking, you'll notice that every time I use an attack, the attack that I use will be grayed out, and once 4 are grayed out, I will get 1 extra attack. So it's always good to do a combination of different combos to get that 1 extra attack, because it's really worth it. Okay, when they attack you, you get to choose. For a cost of 20 XP, you get to counter attack, so you only get 1 attack after they deal damage, or 20 cost to block, which gives you a little bar of that block thing that you saw. Complete block for 60, which completely prevents all damage dealt to you, or do nothing and you just receive the full damage. So let's say that I go into counter attack, so it will automatically attack me, and then I'll go into a counter attack mode. But I only get 2 attacks for it. And I can press X to go into hyper mode. So that is actually really impressive. All the characters that see, so my XP goes back down to 9%. So pretty much, if I don't have 20 XP, I can't do anything. So pretty much this is the aspect of the game. The cool part about the game is that it is really action orientated, and it's really good for fans of the old series. And you can just look at all your characters coming to life and you're like, oh my god, that's so awesome. Bad part about the game is that it is just, it's pretty much just like an arcade fighter, to be honest. There are no, as you can see, all the attacks are operated by you. So as long as you know when to spam the attacks and all that, you can pretty much have a good chance of winning. It's not luck orientated. Like, I really don't look at stats. I just beat them up, and it's cool, but it's just not deep enough. Another complaint that I have is that it's a pity that this is not on the Vita. So for the Nintendo fanboys, I'm not saying that the 3DS suck. I'm just saying that for a sprite-based game, I would really prefer for high-res version of it. It would look really, really awesome. You can see a little X cross. That means when I do a normal solo attack, and when I do a normal solo attack, it will have an X cross attack. What happens with the X cross is that it will make sure that the character, the enemy, stays on the location for you to continue your combo on, because otherwise they'll just keep flying around. So that's pretty much my review. It's a good game. It is really, really awesome. Like, while I'm playing this game, it just brings back a lot of smiles. It's just a lot of the old games that I used to enjoy, and it's all in one game, and it's just really, really awesome. So I would recommend buying it. I would definitely recommend buying it. It's one of the the 3D actually doesn't look. It's not important, to be honest. It's not as good as any of the other 3D, like Fire Emblem. The 3D on Fire Emblem is a lot better. And since this is all character drawn, sprite based, sorry, you probably wouldn't really want, you probably wouldn't really like the 3D on it. So, like I said, definitely a buy if it's cheap. And for now, I'll just finish the battle. I'll just get to the 30-minute mark and I'll just shut up. Enjoy.
間違ってなかった。いいね。倒した時と知った。天罰です。エリカ。ちょっとつまみ食いね。覚悟はいい？仕事日和だ。テキサス流のお手伝いだよ。こいつで決めるとするか。スピリングバードキック。クシャンドブレイ。おあいにくさ。スマートにな。 け保険なよリンベル。ザキはもう飽きたんだ。アディオス。お待ちかねだ。ロングトゥームオープン。
五色残艦島にて勝負。南部一刀流奥義鉄火美人。
オッケー、俺たちの完全勝利だ。
こういうのいつまで続くんだろう。
行くぜ。
真の格闘家って何なのだ。問答無用なのだ。というわけで君の負け。セネコワークなのだ。するのだ。絡み切りっぱ。
昇竜拳。そら真空叩き号。ほらよ、そこだ。倒すのではなく勝つため。よっしゃっしゃっしゃ。
私だね。たわけ者姫の強制捜査を始めるわよ。
本当だ。取材は終わりだ。
司令塔
チャンス。
チェア
アップ。後ろから悪いな。
ぶん投げるよ。いくよ剛速球。
これで現場から撤収。抑えオーブラーゴ
あいやそんじゃまシェイシェイ。
ターン F。俺様だな。バーシロン。さっさと片付けるぞ。持ってきたぜ。そらもうですね。俺様のかっこよさを見な。あとはうまくやるな。もっと生に教えて。
ビリビリきちゃう。これでどう。はいミミンさん。
頼む、間に合ってくれ。暇じゃねえんだよ。光の竜よ、ここに。
行きましょう。
リエラ、いいレシピを思いついたんだが。
全力を尽くすだけです。それで上からなるサイクロならばつながれビッグの術。
当てる。
すごいの
力が湧いてくる。これで勝てる。打てるだけ打つぞ。
このまま決めよ
マルチュリアの力を。
う。行くよ。私もう恐れない。はあいって
もっと上手くなれたな。
分かったのだ。
さて、一気に決めちまう。
ねねこの登場なのだ。なのだ。ねねこの必殺技絡み切りっぱ。
バじゃねえんだよ。ザコシもうあるよ。狙い撃ちだ。スタート。飛べ。シャードバルだ。さあ勝負だぜ。テキサスホールデム。KO。パーティーのお開きだ。楽しかった。
行くわよ。いいわよ。
不意をついてぶっ殺せ。最後に見せてやるとするか。
この距離なら狙える。ソウルフィスシャドウブレードリリーシングシャワー装脚。
攻撃を開始する。
私がお相手します。これがビッグの術です。僕の番だね。元気はつらつ。
滅ぶんじゃねえぞエステル。
エリカ頑張っちゃいます。お仕置きですよ。いくよ。歌劇団のコラボレーション炸裂でフュミエール。三船流の必殺剣ランブリングホイールフィニッシュ。僕の侍魂見せちゃったね。私のシスター。
ラビット。取材だ。
もう目の前をちょろちょろと。
邪魔せてもらうぜ。
まだ回り込んでね。
後ろへ。どうだ。決めるぞリレー。
ライライ開始。ちょろみ開始。
絶好調だぜ。
ぶん投げるよ。はいどうぞ。
また取材に付き合ってくれよ。キャストリー。僕の剣が道を切り開き、秋雨のブレイク。
海洋の力。
正義のために僕は戦う。オーリアレッツ援護するセーバー。集中攻撃だ。
知らねえ。いい距離で割り合う。
もちろん
この力で上手に勝てました。いいわよ。
こういうのは勢いが勝ちんだな。
痛いわよ。
納得。最後に見せてやるとするか。
シャドウブレイド。この距離が狙える。ソウルフィスシャドウブレイド。装脚。
出番だな。
足手まといにならないようにしな。
ここだろ。報酬は高くつくぜ。
はい私から行きます。
俺様のかっこよさを見な。あとは今からだ。
これでどう。 した。でもそれ打つけどこれで
勝ったな。みんなご苦労だった。ショータイムだ。
Alright, it seems like I'm already over the 30-minute mark. I'll just save it. This is pretty much the overview of Project X Zone. Like I said, there is the mechanic of the game I've already told you in that short 10-minute the mark, so it is actually a really simple game to get into. You can see that there are indeed quite a lot of fan service. Most of the girls have big boobs, and yeah, if it kind of offends you, it's probably not wise to pick this up. Other than that, this is more of a casual kind of game. You can see that I've been one-shotting characters and all that. It's a pity that Ben Pristo just loves to throw all sorts of enemies onto the screen, and even though you one-shot them most of the time, if you do the combos correctly, the bosses tend to one-shot you as well, or at least take off half your health. So this is another complaint that I have, is that the character health number is simply too high, but aren't actually worth it. So it's the same as me saying that Fire Emblem, it's only 60 HP compared to Project X Zone, which is like 8,000 HP, and then the enemy attacks you, the bosses attack you and they take down like 3,000 or 4,000 just with one hit. Other than that, like I said, it is really good, and I'm looking forward to get like Rockman X and Zero and all sorts of other characters, because this is kind of like a childhood memory kind of game. So again, I'm really happy that Project X Zone will be coming out in English later this year, and I hope you have enjoyed my review. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys soon. Take it easy.